Planet Fitness built a $4.8 billion empire by making a gym for people who hate gyms. And I don't mean people who skip leg day. I mean people who would rather get a root canal than step on a treadmill. Planet Fitness looked at these gym-phobic humans and said, "You're perfect. Give us $15 a month and we'll make sure you never have to actually exercise." And it somehow worked. They've got 20 million members crammed into gyms that can only hold 300 people at once. That's like selling 69,000 plane tickets for one seat. Except airlines get sued for this. Planet Fitness gets rich. But that's not even the big problem. The big problem is they have actual policies designed to keep you away. I'm talking alarm systems that go off when you exercise too hard, free pizza to undo whatever exercise you attempted, banning certain workouts. They literally created a gym where working out gets you in trouble. It's like joining a book club that punishes you for reading. And these policies don't always come without a price. A 30-second video from one customer cost them $400 million. But we'll get to that. So how did they manage to build a business model that makes money when you don't show up? Trust me, bro, after this video, you will never walk into a Planet Fitness the same way again. Actually, you probably won't walk in at all, which is exactly what they want. It is January 2026, and you're watching Wikipedia, where I explain billion-dollar businesses while making exactly $0 myself. Quick update. I disappeared for 3 weeks. Some of you thought I finally gave up on YouTube. Others thought I finally got that job at McDonald's my dad keeps suggesting. But nope, I was just sick. And honestly, I was shocked that people noticed I was gone. So thank you, genuinely. And when I eventually hit 10 million subscribers, I promise I'll remember all of you. So, where were we? Ah, yes, Planet Fatness. In 1992, two brothers bought a failing Gold's Gym in New Hampshire. You know Gold's Gym, the place where Arnold Schwarzenegger used to train, where people lift cars for fun. At first, they tried the normal approach. Bodybuilders grunting like they're giving birth, and dudes flexing in the mirror having full conversations with their biceps. Peak gym culture. And they were tanking harder than the Titanic. Then they asked themselves one simple question. Why do 80% of people not have a gym membership? And the answer hit them like a dumbbell to the face. People are scared of gyms. Not scared like afraid of spiders. Scared like, I'd rather fake my own death than walk into a room full of people who look like Greek gods while I'm built like a question mark. That's what 80% of people are scared of. Not the exercise, the judgment. So here's what they did. Instead of fighting over the 20% of people who actually enjoy pain and suffering, also known as fitness enthusiasts, they targeted the 80% who would rather get a root canal than do a burpee, and built a gym for them. It's like starting a vegan restaurant in Texas. Because here's what they realized. Guilt is a stronger motivator than actual fitness goals. People will pay money just to tell themselves, I have a gym membership, even if they never use it. And that's how the judgment-free zone was born. The pitch was beautiful. Come to our gym and nobody will judge you. No meatheads, no intimidation, just you, a treadmill, and the freedom to not know what you're doing. And their CEO, Colleen Keating, summed up the entire strategy perfectly. She said, "Our biggest competitor is the fear of walking in the front door." On paper, this sounds amazing. In reality, it's about to become the most hilariously judgmental place on earth. But we'll get to that, because the judgment-free zone wasn't designed to help you get fit. It was designed to make you comfortable enough to hand over your credit card info, and then comfortable enough to never cancel it even though you haven't stepped foot in there since February 2019. So how exactly do you run a judgment-free zone while actively judging everyone who actually works out? Simple. You install the Lunk Alarm. I'm not making this up. It's a real alarm system with flashing purple lights and a siren that sounds like a World War II air raid warning, and it goes off when someone is being a lunk, which Planet Fitness defines as someone who grunts, drops weights, or judges others. The alarm doesn't trigger automatically. There's a manual button at the front desk, which means a 19-year-old minimum wage employee gets to decide if you're working out too hard and then publicly shame you in front of everyone in the judgment-free zone. The irony is so thick you could deadlift it. Oh wait, you can't deadlift at Planet Fitness. We'll get to that. Here is a real story. In 2006, a guy named Albert Argabe was lifting 500 pounds. That's like lifting a baby grand piano. He was breathing heavily because humans need oxygen when lifting pianos. The staff hit the alarm. Then they called the cops. Actual police showed up and escorting him out of the building. But wait, there's more. Because every first Monday of the month, Planet Fitness serves free pizza. And every first Tuesday, free bagels. At a gym where people theoretically go to lose weight. They serve 9 million slices of pizza annually. It's like if your therapist prescribed antidepressants and then immediately made you watch videos of sad puppies. Now let's talk equipment, or more accurately, the complete lack of it. In many locations, there are no squat racks, no Olympic barbells, no deadlift platforms. Dumbbells max out at 75 pounds. If you want to do any serious strength training, you're out of luck. And Planet Fitness is proud of this. Their senior VP, McCall Gosselin, literally said, "Our clubs don't have equipment like squat racks. We are not apologizing for this," which translates to, if you actually want to work out seriously, go somewhere else. We don't want you here. And then there's the dress code. Planet Fitness bans string tank tops, do-rags, and, I'm not kidding, gallon water jugs, because apparently staying hydrated is intimidating to beginners. In 2014, a singer named Tiffany Austin showed up for her first workout wearing a pink crop top. The staff asked her to cover up because her toned body was intimidating other members. So what's really happening here if you read between the lines? They want to keep only people who pay their membership and never come. They're actively driving away anyone who might actually use the equipment regularly, because serious lifters are expensive. They wear out equipment, they take up space, they actually show up. Men's Health nailed it. At Planet Fitness, it's always January. They drive away lifters who would be expensive to accommodate in favor of those least likely to swipe their cards. And it works perfectly for them. CEO Chris Rondeau straight up told CNN that 60% of members don't visit in any given 30-day period. And that $15 monthly fee? Pure psychological warfare. It's cheap enough that people sign up thinking, it's only $15. But it's also cheap enough that people don't bother canceling even when they never go, because it's just $15. That's like 2 coffees and 1 burrito. So you keep paying. But hey, you might go next month, and canceling seems like a lot of work. Speaking of canceling, good luck with that. Until very recently, you could only cancel by either visiting the gym in person or sending a certified letter, not an email. A physical letter, through the mail, like it's 1987. So how big has this gotten? As of 2025, Planet Fitness has 19.7 million members across 2,722 locations globally. That makes them the single largest gym chain in America by membership count. And annual revenue is $1.1 billion. With a B. They're making over $1 billion a year by perfecting the art of taking your money while hoping you forget they exist. It's the most perfectly executed scam that's somehow completely legal, and the numbers prove it works better than anyone could have imagined. Now, remember that 30-second video I mentioned that cost them $400 million? Let's talk about it. March 2024. A woman in Alaska named Patricia Silva walks into her Planet Fitness locker room and sees a transgender woman shaving. She does what any rational person does in 2024, pulls out her phone, records it, and posts it to Facebook. The post goes viral. The entire internet has opinions, and Planet Fitness's stock drops from $66.92 to $56.46 in a matter of days. That's approximately $400 million in market value gone. Here's the twist. Planet Fitness revoked Patricia's membership for violating their mobile device policy by photographing someone in the locker room. But not all controversies cost money. Some make money. In 2010, Planet Fitness releases a commercial featuring a guy who's so stupid he can only say these words: "I lift things up and put them down." That's it. That's his entire vocabulary. This man has the IQ of a dumbbell and the personality of a protein shake, and Planet Fitness put him in a national commercial to represent everyone who actually works out at gyms. It's like if McDonald's made an ad saying, "Our customers are fat idiots," and then everyone who's fat immediately went to McDonald's. Which actually might explain their success too. It's possibly the most famous gym commercial ever made. Mockery is free marketing. TikTok is full of videos mocking their policies. Fitness YouTubers make entire careers out of getting kicked out of Planet Fitness locations. While everyone was busy making fun of them, they became the largest gym chain in America. Planet Fitness doesn't care if you make fun of them. They care if you pay them, and 19.7 million people do. Speaking of things people pay for but never use, this video is completely free. But here's the thing. Unlike Planet Fitness, I actually want you to use this content. In fact, I'm begging you to. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and hit subscribe. Prove to my dad that this YouTube thing isn't a complete waste of time. Trust me, bro, it's the best $0 you'll spend today.